The speed of AI development right now is it's breathtaking. Seriously, it feels like every single week there's some new breakthrough that would have sounded like pure science fiction just a couple years back. So today we're going to cut through all that noise and look at the most powerful advancements, what they really mean for our health, for our jobs, and yeah, for our future. Let's get into it.
I want to start with a story. It's about a woman named Sarah Yehezkel. At just 34 years old, she lost her ability to speak. I mean, just imagine that. A devastating loss for her family. But the most heartbreaking part of it all, her own kids had never, not once, actually heard her real voice.
So what happened was, researchers found this old, kind of muffled video clip, and on it was just 8 seconds of Sarah's voice. That's it. But using tech from a company called 11 Labs, an AI listened to that tiny, tiny piece of audio, and from that, it was able to completely rebuild her voice. I mean, right down to her original London accent. Something that was absolutely impossible was suddenly possible.
Look, this is so much more than just a cool tech story. It's really about identity, about connection, about what it even means to be human. Sarah's story is this incredibly powerful, personal window into a much, much bigger shift that's happening right now. AI is starting to restore and assist and augment us in ways we're really only just starting to wrap our heads around. So let's see how else this is playing out.
Okay, first up, our own bodies. The entire field of medicine is being fundamentally rewritten as we speak. We're seeing breakthroughs that can do everything from healing our skin to fixing our eyesight and even fighting off the most dangerous bacteria on the planet. So this first one shows a huge shift in thinking. We're moving from just, repairing damage to true regeneration. For a really bad wound, the old way was a painful skin graft that, let's be honest, usually left some pretty bad scars. Well, now, scientists in Sweden have developed this gel you can inject right into a wound, and it uses living cells to help your body build new skin. We're talking complete with blood vessels instead of just scar tissue. It's a total game changer.
And hey, it's not just for major injuries. What about something as common as needing reading glasses? Well, the FDA just approved these things called Viz eye drops. They treat farsightedness by gently constricting your pupil. This creates what's called a pinhole effect, and it sharpens your near vision for up to 10 hours. A simple drop, and suddenly you don't need your glasses.
Okay, so these are incredible tools, right? But they're still developed by people. Which leads us to the really big question. Could an AI, completely from scratch, actually invent a brand new drug?
Well, to find out, researchers at MIT basically unleashed an AI on some of the world's most drug-resistant superbugs. The AI designed and analyzed, get this, 36 million different chemical compounds. That is a number so big a team of human researchers couldn't get through it in 100 lifetimes.
And here's the kicker. It worked. The AI designed a totally new antibiotic that, in the lab, successfully killed superbugs like MRSA. This is a historic first. A new medicine invented from top to bottom by an artificial intelligence. Wild. And believe me, that's just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. The list of things that used to be impossible just keeps getting shorter. We're talking about growing a human kidney in a lab that actually survives long-term, creating tiny mini-brains to study disorders like Alzheimer's, and even developing a new kind of toothpaste that literally rebuilds your tooth enamel. We are right on the edge of a biological revolution. So, AI is helping rewrite our biology. Next up, let's look at how it's rewriting our 9 to 5. Because AI isn't just a tool we use at work anymore. In a lot of ways, it's becoming our new coworker. This quote just nails it. The CEO of Perplexity AI says that for a job like a recruiter, what used to take a full week of grinding can now be done with a single prompt. I mean, think about that. That's not just making things a little faster, that's completely transforming the entire job.
And here's what that actually looks like. An AI agent gets one simple command, find me candidates for this job. And then it just goes. It searches for people, it builds profiles on them with their contact info, it writes personalized emails to reach out, and it can even suggest a time to meet for coffee. The whole thing, start to finish, totally automated.
And we're not just talking about office work here. At MIT, researchers have built these robots that don't need thousands of lines of complicated code. Instead, they learn how to control their own bodies just by watching a video of themselves moving. This slashes the development time, and it just blows the doors open for advanced robots in hospitals, on farms, even in space.
So it's changing our health, it's changing our jobs, but what about the tools we use every single day? This is where the pace is just dizzying.
Every single major tech company is in a mad dash to bake AI into everything. Let's do a quick lightning round of some of the biggest updates.
Let's kick things off with the big one, OpenAI's next model, which everyone is pretty sure is going to be called GPT-5. Now, the good stuff is really promising. It's designed to be way more reliable, and its writing is more human. But there are downsides. Early whispers say it's still a bit slow, and let's be real, the best features are probably going to be behind a paywall. It's a huge leap for sure, but definitely still a work in progress.
Meanwhile, Google is just throwing updates at us left and right. Their AI, Gemini, now has a personal memory, so it can actually learn your preferences over time. They've launched a tool called Flow that can create these amazing, cinematic quality videos from just a simple text prompt. Oh, and they've even got this storybook feature that can generate a whole illustrated book for you, complete with AI narration. It's a lot.
And honestly, it feels like it's everywhere you look. Microsoft is sticking its Copilot AI right inside Excel to analyze your data for you. 11labs, yep, the same company that helped Sarah, now has a model that creates original music from scratch. There's even an AI-powered pen from a company called Filtrotica that listens to your meetings and writes the summary while you're taking notes. The tech is just becoming invisible.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second. We've seen AI restore a human voice, invent medicine, automate jobs, create art. All of this is forcing us to ask a pretty deep question about ourselves.
And this brings us right back to where we started, with Sarah's story. That technology didn't replace her humanity. It actually restored a piece of it. But as these tools get more and more capable, as they learn to create and to reason and to help us in every part of our lives, it leaves us with this really profound question to chew on. What parts of us, then, are actually irreplaceable?